What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Crediting Cash, and I'm back with another video. As you guys can tell by the description down below, I'm going to be addressing the elephant in the room when it comes to Shop Simplio. Okay. Now, recently I've looked at a couple comments on my videos, and there's a lot of people, not a lot, but there's a handful of people that was out there complaining about getting $1,000 credit line from Shop Simplio. And other people out there is happy that they even got $1,000 credit line. Now, I want you guys to understand something. The first thing I want to the first statement I want to make is, you guys spent all these years messing up your credit, and you guys can't wait 90 days to get a credit line increase. Not only after you make your second purchase within 90 days, and as long as it's made on time, and you're getting you're basically making your payments on time, you're going to be getting a credit line increase automatically within 90 days. And a lot of you guys out there are not patient enough to wait for that to happen. A lot of people is over there expecting $12,500, $8,000 credit lines, this, that, and the third straight out the gate, when that is not the case. Okay, I want to tell you something. First of all, Shop Simplio has been around for about a year or two. They're a parent company that owns them. I mean, well, they own that parent company, but they're a branch of that parent company. Been around for about 8 to 9 years or so, right? And it's a very legitimate business. The reason why it's legitimate is because of this. For all you guys that went out there and applied for Shop Simplio, right? And you got a hard pull on your credit, you got the notification that it was a hard pull done by them, then that means they're legit. Because let me tell you something. Under the FCRA guidelines and the credit bureaus, they don't play. When you come, they're not just going to let Tom, Dick, and Harry, go and apply on your credit and pull your credit without any credentials. Okay? So guys need to keep that in mind as well. And it's a process. It is a process. Where I got at today, from the 495 to 720, that didn't happen overnight. So what would be the difference if you got $1,000 credit line right now, as opposed to 3 months later potentially getting a $5,000 or even up to the $8,500 mark, right? The thing is this: if Shop Simplio was out approving everybody for $5,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 credit lines over and over again, and they're a freshly new company, and these people with really terrible credit, in the lower 500s, low 400s, this, that, and the third, and they're out there improving all these people for those massive type of credit lines, the credit bureaus is going to start looking at them as a company. Now, I don't blame them as a company for giving out, credit lines until you're able to prove that you can handle that credit line. Obviously, you're in the situation that you're in right now because in the past you wasn't able to prove that. Now, a lot of people keep screaming, My Jewelers Club gives out $5,000 credit lines to people with bad credit. I beg to differ. If you call My Jewelers Club right now and you ask them, do everybody get a $5,000 credit line that comes across your table or your desk? They're going to say no. And matter of fact, not only that, but on their website, it states up to $5,000 credit line. I'm actually going to show you guys myself and even ask them the same exact thing. They said not everybody gets approved for the full $5,000. Now, they are eligible for a credit line increase if they don't get the full $5,000, but the $5,000 mark is the cap with them. But not only that, not everybody's going to get that initially. So my thing is this: it's timing. It's all about being patient. If you rush through this, you're going to mess something up and you're going to screw something up. Right here, it clearly states that get immediate approval for up to $5,000. If they was handing out everybody $5,000 credit lines, why didn't they just say get a $5,000 credit line? Because it's legal terminology and jargon that needs to be put out there, because it's to protect them as a company and to protect them as a business as well. All right. because they don't want to go out there and put out false information like, hey, we're going to give you a 5,000 credit line no matter if you have bad credit or not. We're going to give you this 5,000 credit line. It depends on every situation. Now, when I applied for my jewelers, my credit was somewhere around a 550, 560. I can't remember. I got to go back to the video and look. I applied for them and I got approved. It also goes based off of on your credit profile. See, a lot of people just think it's all about score. It's not about that. It's about the negative items that's contained within your credit profile is going to determine what your credit line is going to be. Now, it's been people out there that said, hey, look, I can go out there and get $1,000 credit line on my own. If I knew they was going to give me $1,000 credit line, I wouldn't have got it in the first place. That is not the case whatsoever. If you can show me what your credit score is, and you can tell me that you can get $1,000 credit line without putting down money for a secured card for $1,000 credit line, I'll PayPal you $100. If you're below a 600 in credit score, or even the low 600s, and you get approved for a $1,000 credit line without having to put down $1,000 for a secured card, I'll give you $1,000. I'll give you $100. But I know that's farthest from the truth. Okay. And there's a lot of comments that came up regarding that situation and that issue. And guys, I want you guys to understand that this is a journey. This is a journey. It's going to take time to build up your credit. Hypothetically, let's say hypothetically you got the $5,000 credit line today. Cool. Boom. Okay. Well, what it does is the initial spike, boom, it goes up. What? You might shoot up 30, 40 points. Say you're at a 540. You shoot up 30, 40 points. Now you're at a 580. You're in no better situation than you were then. Right? Even if you was to go and say you had a 650 and, you shot up 30 or so points. A lot of you, for you guys out there that don't know, the closer you get to good credit, the less positive things that's added to your credit will increase your credit score. So, for example, if you have a 670 or say you got a 700 or something like that, right? Hypothetically speaking, I'm using this as an example. If you go to add on a credit line worth $5,000, that credit score is only going to go up to like a 715, if that. Because the closer you get to that 800, that good to excellent credit, little things like that does not matter to your credit score, right? Now they're starting to look at mortgage accounts. Now they're starting to look at age of history accounts and this and the third. It only really matters and affects you when you have terrible credit. Okay? So keep that in mind. For everybody that's out there with, bad credit, understand this is a journey. This is not a rat race. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple more talking points. Yeah, so I've seen a couple comments out there that was talking in regards to, it was vulgar language. It was people cussing. It was some people cussing saying, well, what they said is something in the terms of, I can't believe this as I only got $1,000 credit line. I want to tell you first thing first. If you're posting vulgar language or comments like that onto this page, it will be automatically deleted. I have zero tolerance for that type of behavior. If you have a question or you have a difference of opinion, that is something totally different. I'll interact with those people, but I will not entertain foolery. If you guys have questions, you can always call the 1-800 number at the bottom. Right here. The 1-800 number at the bottom of the website. Right there. They'll answer all your questions. Without a doubt. Okay? I want you guys to keep that in mind. This is not a rat race. Okay? It's a handful of you guys out there that is upset that you start off with $1,000 credit line. Do you not understand what it could possibly be? It has it has barriers as to where your credit can be at. It can pass the initial $5,000 for my Jewelers Club. Some of y'all wouldn't even got approved for the My Jeweler Club in the first place, right? But hypothetically speaking, you're going to be able to get up to $8,500 in credit. Now, to touch on why it's $8,500 when it was originally $12,500 is because, and when I called the company, I asked them about that and et cetera, right? And they stated to me that the $12,500 credit line seemed like too out of reach for some people. So people that was saying $12,500, they're like, oh, I'm probably gonna get $5,000 or $6,000, $4,000 or something like that initially, right? And people's expectations were really high, too high. So they said, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna lower it down to $8,500. We're gonna lower it down, but we're gonna still be out there outbeating our competition, right? We got a lower price of $69.99. All the people got to do, all the customers that got to do that comes in, all they got to do is buy one product, purchase the membership, and then within 90 days in between time, purchase one more product, and then you get an automatic credit line increase within 90 days. On your 90th day, it's going to be an automatic credit increase. Report to your credit report every single month. Okay? So keep that in mind. And then later on down the future, you want to get another credit line increase if you're showing that you're able to make your payments on time consecutively over and over and over again. You might even hit the peak of $8,500. Some of you guys might get the credit line increase at $8,500 when it comes around after 90 days. But patience is a virtue, okay? And a good reason why it's good to have Shop Simplio on your credit report, because what happens is, if you heard my last video, they take when you go out there and apply for the other cards, like the Visa, MasterCards, American Express, them type of cards, Discover, etc. They look at your average credit lines that's on your credit report, and then they make an estimate on what credit line they're going to give you. Right? If you have bad credit right now, and there's no reason why you should be going out there applying for credit. You're here to work on your credit, not apply on it. Not to go out there and start applying for stuff, racking up inquiries, and et cetera, et cetera. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, I want to also make you guys aware, because for some reason, people do not know how to read. Okay? And I'm not saying that as an insult. It's just a actual thing. I don't think people know how to read when prior to signing up. Now, initially, it will take about... it says, when will I see it report to the credit bureaus? Within 45 to 60 days, and then 30 days consecutively. The reason why they say 45 to 60, because depending on when their report date is, when they report to the credit bureau, so say for instance they report on the 20th, right? And then you come in on the 21st. Well, it's going to take 30 days before they report again, and then it may take up to 2 weeks for the credit bureaus to report to update that. So that's an average of 45 to 60 days. That's where the average comes from. Okay. So you got to keep that in mind. And that's like that with some other credit cards out there as well. Okay. So even with My Jewelers Club, if you look at other people, they would say, oh, I didn't get it reported on my credit report yet. I didn't get it reported on my credit report yet. It's because of when you may have came in. If you look at my video about how, how I got a $5,000 credit card walkthrough with My Jewelers, you'll see exactly the comments. They say, "Oh, I didn't get it. I got approved, but it's not on my credit yet," because it's all about reporting date when they report. So I just want to leave you guys with that. I'm here to help you guys 110% through your credit journey, and if you guys seen where I've started and where I'm at now, I feel definitely proud of myself and accomplished. And I'm here to only do that for you guys as well. Now I'm going to be dropping a lot of more videos coming out soon. I already got them pre-recorded. That's going to be dropping. And it's going to be helping you guys build up your credit and showing you every single thing that I did to get my credit to where it's at now. But I just wanted to clear the air out the room. You know, I wanted to address the elephant in the room and clear the air. Guys, this is not a rat race. This is truly building your to anything that you do in life. You will fail at it, and I can promise and guarantee you that. So for all you guys that's looking to get started with Shop Simplio and ready to get that credit boosted, get to the next level, description below, Until the next time, I'll see you guys on the next video. Sayonara.